Our 8's hero today. She is the woman behind the pink t-shirts Portland firefighters are wearing this month. It's for Breast Cancer Awareness Month in October. This is all part of a fundraiser for a group called Breast Friends.
Yes, one of the co-founders of this organization, Becky Olson, joins us in studio. Becky, the Breast Friends organization started with you and your co-founder, and I know that it was in part because of your own experience with breast cancer. Can you take us back to the beginnings of this organization?
I sure can. So my friend Sharon and I worked together at the same company, and she was diagnosed with breast cancer first. And the problem was, because she was first in our circle, none of us knew really how to help her. We kind of did what so many people do. They say, you know, if there's anything I can do, let me know. And that's what I did. That's what I said. And then 3 years later, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. And now, because she'd been through it, she knew exactly how to help me.
Right. She didn't need to know, or she didn't have to ask, how can I help?
Yeah, she knew. She knew exactly what needed to happen. And so it took about 4 years, but 4 years after my diagnosis, we had this lunch up at St. Vincent's, and we had this crazy conversation about, what does it all mean? Why do you think that we've been friends for all this time, and why did we both survive breast cancer? And we came up with this crazy notion that we would start a nonprofit. And the reason being is that there are two sides to this picture, and one was people don't know how to support their friends and family, and we learned some things in that process, and so we wanted to make sure that we were available to tell them and, you know, teach people how to support. And then Sharon didn't want women to go through it alone, as she had. So we started this organization back in 2000, and it's been growing ever since, and I think we've done some pretty cool things with it.
What is it, Becky, that you want people to know? Because we've all been there, and we have good intentions, and we say, let me know, like you said. So what is it you want people to know? How to deal with that tough situation?
Thank you. You know, it is very common to say, let me know if there's anything I can do, and they will always say, thank you, I will.
Right, and then you never hear from them.
Right. And the mistake happens because we believe that, well, if they needed my help, they'd call because they said they would. Right. That's the mistake. And so it's easy to say those, and it's okay to say that if that's what comes naturally. But follow it up. You know, a week later, call and say, hey, I'm running to the grocery store. What's on your list? Yeah.
Would a casserole at the front door be considered help?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Is it better to drop it off maybe? I think people don't feel like they don't want to intrude is the thing.
Yes. Well, the way to do that is you call the person and you say, hey, I made a double pot of stew or whatever, and I'd like to bring it by to 6 o'clock work.
Okay.
You know, and ask for that time.
Let's talk about the t-shirts that local firefighters are now wearing that support your organization.
Yes,
I believe we have some pictures of these very t-shirts. Can you talk about this project and how great it is to see these gentlemen wearing those shirts?
It was pretty amazing. We actually went down to the firehouse on Sunday, and that's when we found out it was going to be a fundraiser for Breast Friends. We didn't know. And I went down there and I was sharing a little bit of my story, a little bit about Breast Friends, and then they rolled out these shirts, and then it told us that it was going to be a fundraiser for us. But I'll tell you, when we see, everybody thinks of firefighters as heroes, and they are. I mean, they're brave, they're tough, and when you see them out there wearing pink.
You think of them as tough guys.
Yes, yes, and to see people like that in support of this cause, you know, there's a lot of negativity, I think, sometimes around pink. You know, October's all this pink, and it's just over the top sometimes. But not to us. To those of us who've been there, we understand what it is. And right now, I'm just entering my 4th battle with breast cancer. Wow. I start treatment on Friday. And, you know, so to me, it's just them. It was the firefighters saying, I've got you. And they're lifting all of us up in awareness and support.
That's wonderful.
It just really warms my heart.
If people are watching this and they want to learn more about Breast Friends, where can they go, Becky?
Breastfriends.org is our website, or they can call us at 503-598-8048.
How quickly did you come up with the name? Because obviously it's two best friends starting an organization to help those with breast cancer. You call it Breast Friends. I think it's a great name. It's unforgettable.
It is.
Was there any other names given consideration?
No, we just, at that lunch, when we were coming up with this concept, it's like, you know, what about the name Breast Friends? And so we went back to our offices. She registered the URL. I registered the name with the state of Oregon, and then we called each other and said, now what?
There you go.
Now we're not only best friends, we're breast friends.
That's a great story, yeah.
Well, thank you for coming on again, Becky, and sharing your story.
Thank you very much for having me.
Coming up next on Portland Today.